Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teacher's Noob. Today I have with me, first time in a little while, Raymond.
Hello, dear viewers. How are you doing?
Yeah, and today we are wrapping up DC's tenure with the He-Man license, with He-Man and the Masters of the Multiverse.
Yay! Applause.
Hey, this has been a grand tenure for He-Man. Wouldn't you agree after
Uh,
everything we've gone through?
oh, it's been great. Ignore my kind of melancholy. It's just been quite a week for me.
I bet. But yeah, this one written by Tim Seeley, who remembered it the Injustice one, so you know he can handle He-Man.
Tim Seeley, yeah, you have. At first, I wasn't into your writing because of Robbins, but now I have come around to it.
You should check out Hack Slash.
Hack slash. Okay,
That's
on the
about the
reading
girl. That's
list.
about the girl who hunts down. She's basically a final girl for hire. Hunts down slashers.
Wait, wasn't that the what's her name's book?
No. What's her? If I remember, I know you're talking about. She did a book later on, but Tim Seeley's the one who started it.
Oh yeah. The one who's currently but leaving Harley.
Yeah, Stephanie Phillips.
Yeah, Stephanie Phillips. God damn it, my memory's going out.
But yeah, so we. Naomi. Who cares?
Oh,
But we
yeah.
open up in the world of Eternia by running to the shelter of Castle Grayskull. You and your pretty sorceress, you've spared yourself the fate coming for your parents and subjects. For now. But it's quite a predicament, isn't it, Prince Adam? If you don't open the drawbridge, I'll unleash my moon of cataclysm and reduce the royal city of Eternos to smoldering ruins. But if you do, I'll use the power of Castle Grayskull to do far, far worse. So what shall it be? All knowledge and energy in the universe in the hands of your greatest enemy, the demon wizard Skeletor? Or your beloved father, King Randor, and his subjects turned into particularly noble columns of ash? I've never seen him so driven. He'll do it. I know he will. Adam, please, the secret of the sword. If Skeletor discovers it, all is lost. There must be another way. I'm
I,
sorry,
I,
sorceress.
I,
What?
the lower half of Adam looks like he belongs in a stripper joint.
This is the
Like
artwork. Oh, it's done by Dan Fraga. At
I'm
least
about
for
to
the first
say,
couple of
I'm about to
issues.
say, like he could be a dancer at Chippendales.
And what's the expression on the sorceress's face?
Which one? The bottom one?
Yeah.
Um,
You can see her tongue.
I have words, but I don't think I could say them on YouTube.
But yeah, by the power of Grayskull, I have the power. Yes, take your time. I haven't decided which of the prince's friends should suffer excruciatingly first. Tila, Orko, no, the cat, that annoying sniveling cat, Skeletor. How? All those years, Skeletor, all those artifacts and schemes and struggle for control, it all comes down to this interesting stylies. A good look, but it won't help you. The energies that flows through you, that fill this ancient keep, will now be mine. You're me. Yes, they all say that. And if you do what they all do, we can get on with this. Murderer for the sorceress, for Grayskull! Adam, I shall call the masters, man-at-arms and Stratos, and the power. I feel it leaving, taken by the darkest hands. Thank you, Prince Adam. Now, by the power of Hell Skull, I have the power. Jeez!
Holy shit! Is this Faker?
No,
It's someone
this
else.
is an evil He-Man.
Okay, so this is actually just like
This is anti-He-Man.
so he's like Negaduck.
Negaduck, the crime syndicate. But meanwhile, this is on that one's on not bad, Prince Keldor. Not bad. Come on, Red. You have to admit, I totally captured my brother's signature expression. 5 years of magical mentoring, and all you've managed to learn from me are a few useless cantrips. They aren't useless, Lynn. And this little piece of art will give Tricops and the palace guards something to do, someone to chase. This city needs a villain. And scream! Hey, your presence is required at the palace, Prince. Grave matters of royal concerns. I suppose it was inevitable. Sooner or later, some splat between the Caligars and the Claw people about who has the right to root around in which mud for claims was bound to ruin my day. Okay, I'll walk. You didn't get this right, and you didn't get this right. Your brother's default expression is disappointment. And come closer, I haven't had my fill yet. When we found her in the Witchet village, she's already eaten 3 of them. Poor little guys. Captain Tila, it's an undisputed Eternal territory. It's a clear violation of the treaty with the Dark Quarters. Oh my, what shall we do? It's lovely that you can jest, brother, but the captain of the evil warriors hunting so far from Hellskull? Something's wrong, and it might be just the opportunity we need. Yes, just the opportunity. By order of your prince, let Tila go. Undermining me in front of my men? What are you doing? I'm the king of Eternals, not you. Thank you for the reminder. Now let me remind you, Randor. Perhaps there is something unusual occurring at the cursed keeps. Perhaps now is the time to strike and save Eternia from that dark menace. For justice, for revenge. But if it isn't, you'll put what little we have at risk. Are you willing to let this city suffer the same fate as so many close to you? As your daughter, as your son, as your wife, we've saved who we can and who can be saved, brother. We are powerless, but we are alive. Dang!
So this is the alternate universe, right?
This is the anti-universe. Yes.
So this is where Skeletor is actually a good guy?
Yes, he is. And
Oh.
Randor is still good, but we have all his enemies are actually on the good side.
I'm about to say, like, why is Randor still fucking king at this point? Shouldn't he?
I think because it makes sense to keep someone that's otherwise Keldor would be king.
Couldn't they just have their father, do it?
Perhaps, but I think that would be too much, I think. Besides, there hasn't been much set up for the prior king. Ride her out past the 3 Karens and drop her. And for God's sakes, fill her up on some vegetables first. And come on, it's almost happy hour at Blade's Pub.
Did you just say past the 3 Karens?
Like Cairns.
Oh, what does it say? Like Karens? I'm like
Cairns.
Like those crazy ladies that are always asking to see the manager.
I know, Keldor. Oh my prince! Before I go, you should know I have been to the bowels of Hellskull. Before the orb of horrors, I appeared into the infinite universes contained within. In every one of those worlds, it's you who is the ultimate evil lord of destruction, Keldor. Silence her. I'm trying. It's inevitable, Prince. You will be tempted. You will be tested. And all who see you will know the face of death. Ha 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 ha! Damn, Tila! Oh, and I'm sorry. I just can't tonight. It's Red Beast, isn't it? I see the way he looks at you. Ha! I should be so lucky. Tomorrow, perhaps. I have a lesson in the morning. I suppose you're rubbish at magic anyway. Dang!
Sorry, I missed all of that. I was distracted.
By Evelyn!
That's who that is?
Yes, that's Lynn!
Holy shit.
Yeah! Being good does her well, doesn't it?
Yeah, she's got quite the hourglass figure.
And Keldor, look, even if what Tila says is true, if she's been into the blackest depths of Hellskull, her mind is broken. She has no idea what she's talking about. You know that, right? Yes, Miss Powers, I know. Good journey in dreams, Prince. The face of death. He-Man, I knew the rumors weren't true. I knew you hadn't disappeared or died. You destroyed my kingdom, my family, my brother, and and will never free ourselves of the curse of your evil. Feeling a little on edge. For it, what?
I can actually at least appreciate the fact that Keldor has his twin combining swords from the reboot series.
Yep.
That's actually
Some
kind of
bodyguard. Oh,
badass.
look at this. Some bodyguard you are. I don't tend to trust and to trust. I don't tend to trust your kind. So make one false move, and you'll get more than a tap. I may have lost the Thunder Punch and the Flying Fits, but I still have the Easter Special. Wait, what? Stay your mighty hand, He-Man, on Prince Keldor of Eternia. It's the movie He-Man.
Dolph Lundgren. Look
Yep.
at that bulge.
Yep, I've been looking for you. You are right, young prince. He-Man of Hellskull has neither disappeared nor died. Who? What in name of the gods are you people? Explain, or I'll alert every one of the palace guards from Triclops to damn Stinkor. Words alone aren't my specialty. Ha! Better to let the cosmic key show you. And basically, yeah, as every Eternian school child knows, Eternia is the center of the universe. But there isn't just one universe. There are thousands, perhaps millions, perhaps infinite. Your enemy, He-Man, learned this when he used the power sword to enter Castle Hellskull and attained its great knowledge. In the darkest depths of the keep, he discovered the nexus of all realities and used the orb of horrors that travels through the Eternias of the multiverse, where he encountered other He-Man. He began attacking them and taking their power swords, draining their castle of all their immense magical powers and adding it to his own, often leaving murder in his wake. With each new absorption, he grows in strength, allowing him to increase the frequency of his attacks. Even now, he walks in the path of the interrealms, making his way towards his final destination, the Power Prime, the source that feeds the power to all Castle Grayskulls in the multiverse. Grayskulls? You need to understand, Keldor. In every other known universe, He-Man is a champion for good, the castle repository for the wisdom of generations of seers and heroes. Only here, in the singular universe, is He-Man a force for evil. Its existence is anathema to the multiverse, an ugly scar on hypertime. The inventor of this key studied it in the Nexus and called it Anti-Eternia, before your Anti-He-Man brought down the castle we once defended. If Anti-He-Man succeeds in attaining the Power Prime, all the multiverse will be his to control. He'll be a dark god in a singular antiverse where all will suffer as in your world has. We have precious few options remaining. We need your help. Me? Ha! I'm a prince of a dying ruin. I've been trained to fight it by the laziest beastman ever to walk out of the vine jungle, hoping for a free meal, and the only magic I know is good for pranks. Do you know what He-Man did to my world? To my family? I do, but there's one more message you should see. Hello, I am Gwildor of Eternia, the master inventor and locksmith. Greetings from the positive universe. I have I have studied you, Prince, and in every other universe, He-Man's greatest enemy is an iteration of you. And in every iteration, eventually, He-Man defeats you. You might say he beats you like a drum. Yes, yes. By my calculation, that means the reverse must be true with you. As a resident of this negative mirror, you might be able to break the cycle, take the anti-power sword, and return its powers to their rightful realms. We need you, Keldor. We need a hero. Gwildor, we have to go. No! Stop. That's enough. I'll go. Where are we? The location of this universe is Power of Grayskull, but I'm already sick of that stupid song because they're hearing dun 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 dun. Keldor, watch out!
Okay.
You, He-Man, certainly do have style. Somebody release the mutants. We're under attack. Evacuate all crew and awake Galactic Guardians. And we're in the middle of the new adventures world.
Ooh.
Now, give me one moment. I gotta deal with my food quickly. So, how's that for the first issue?
Crazy. We don't have like a. Is there like a main He-Man that we're gonna get to at some point?
Not really.
Oh, so this is just there's no like main hero.
Keldor is the main hero of this story.
Keldor is the main hero of the story. Okay,
It's all about him.
okay. Uh, hold on for 1 second. I need to use the restroom bad.
Should have just gone when I went to get the food.
Okay, we now return from our commercial break.
All right, but yeah, so each version of most of these are going to each pop into a prior version of He-Man. In this case, we open up with the movie version,
Okay.
and now we just jumped into the New Adventures version.
You know, it's always weird whenever I see Dolph Lundgren ever play like a freaking like dumbass when
What?
in reality he's a smart
Oh yeah,
motherfucker.
he's a genius.
Yeah, he's got 2 doctorates.
I know, and yet he does acting for fun.
Yeah, he does acting for fun. It's like the dude is ludicrously smart, and he always plays big hulking dumbasses. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard of in my life.
It's not them you want. It's me.
I was like, oh my god, Dolph, why?
Yeah, but again, but what do you think about this premise with this anti-He-Man and everything?
I like it, but knowing Keldor like I do, I'm kind of fearful how this ends for him.
Oh, what? You ain't seen nothing, dude. But you were too busy being distracted by Lynn, weren't you?
Sorry, what were we talking about again?
But let's continue on, shall we?
Okay.
Oh, I liked this Green Lantern Legacy book. This was a good book.
Oh, is this one of those when they were first starting out there, like
the
YA novels?
Yeah, but this was a very good one. Another New Lantern.
Oh, okay. I almost thought that was Kyle Rayner for a second.
Yep. But yeah, we open up, and I don't think Fraga perfectly captured the New Adventures version.
No.
I mean, it's close. Like, at least you could tell it's them, but no. He-Man's on the scenes, Guardians. Put us down on the ship starboard, docking bay, my Mara. Okay, to anyone who doesn't know, New Adventures was their attempt to shake up He-Man. Put him in, basically He-Man in space. And it opened up with him revealing himself to his parents as being Prince Adam, and he becomes He-Man permanently.
Yeah, this is the New Adventures.
Star Wars He-Man.
Yeah, New Adventures is the version of He-Man that I have the least amount of experience with.
Same with me, actually.
I actually have never watched a single episode of it in my life. I know of it. I've seen clips, but I've never watched it.
Yep. Inside Starship Eternia. He said Starship, right? The weird cyber freak guy we caught in the middle of a jailbreak. I've seen the power of Grayskull and reside in many forms throughout the multiverse, Prince Keldor. It must have transformed and transferred to this ship somehow. If you don't mind, He-Man, I'm going to let this hoof thing go. It's told us all it knows. As you will, He-Man. And a starship, a new planet, a field of stars. On my world, you can't even see the stars anymore because of all the black smoke in the sky. But you're no longer on your world, Prince. We're strangers in a strange land, and we need to find Anti-He-Man. I'm sorry, that name Anti-He-Man just doesn't roll off the tongue that well, does it?
Just say like I don't know. It's stupid.
No, I'm gonna still say that, but it's so dumb. Okay, what is dumber, Anti or Nega He-Man?
Probably Nega He-Man, simply because Nega is just too attached to Negaduck, and that's
right.
That's already goofy enough as it is.
Yep, the cosmic key can track the residual power of Grayskull across the inner realm. But to find him quickly here in the overworld, we're going to need your magic. My magic? Look, I agreed to come along in this little puddle jump on the chance that being from the negative Eternia meant I could help put an end to Anti-He-Man's rampage. But I was explicitly clear. My magic sucks! And so do you for not listening the first time, you mulleted jockstrap. He reminds me too much of, whoa, play nice. Prince, you and Anti-He-Man share in Eternia. The eldritch energies that fuel your worlds flow through him. As a world, and as a wizard, you can access them. All we need you to do is reach out and connect for just a second. Find him and help us save the blue world with its clear skies. Also, there's a bonus prize. Cha-ching! Who is this mini He-Man?
He must have been like a side gag, like a backup side gag story, something like that.
It sounds like something you would get from a mobile game, doesn't it?
It could be. I mean, probably like
I don't think he really is. I think that's the joke. I think he's meant to be like he's from a mobile game. Come on, Easter special, bonus prize.
I guess, yeah. So Keldor here, he can do magic, but he sucks at it. Is he just like inept? Like, is that
no? It's not so much inept. He just feels like, what's the point?
Okay, so was Evelyn his teacher?
His magic teacher, yes.
Wait, he's teacher's pet? Oh, damn. There's all kinds of like.
I think he more prefers the nookie over the teaching.
I'm about to say, man, that's pretty kinky.
Look, I'll give it a try, okay? But I've only ever used this stuff for pranks, so don't be surprised if all you get is a fart sound and a puff of confetti. I don't care if you're the great fated champion from the distant past, He-Man. I'm not staying behind while the starship is overrun by terrorists. Yeah, and when Master Seraphin finds out you've broken the rules again, hush, Seraphin's rules are for little boys like Kaz and Prince Adam. Okay. Clearly this is broad stroking the new adventures.
Or maybe we just don't remember the new adventures like we thought we did.
Yeah, but anyway, we have mutants attacking. Commander Flog, a bunch of original villains, of course. Yes, I hear you, sorceress. The power of the good and the way of the magic cries out a warning. Something comes for the heart of Eternia. Something cruel, something alien, something familiar. The fuel core. Anti is making its way towards the ship's core, where the spirit of Grayskull resides. It's near, and there's something else nearer. Someone else. Yeah, you did it, and you did it, kid. And now you know why I like to use big spells when you can't control magic. Hurts like hell. Keldor, I need you to focus. You said there was someone else. Maybe I didn't pay attention in Lynn's classes as well as I should have, but I know a teleportation spell when I see one. There's another magic user on this ship. Oh no. Yes, He-Man. Another me. And Skeletor. Don't worry your mangy head, Krita. It's nothing. What matters is that Flog and his insipid underlings are running amok. What matters is that the Guardians and He-Man are desperately trying to keep them from raining down on Primus like an ugly, ignorant meteor shower. What matters is that all knowledge and energy in the universe lies unguarded and ripe for the taking. Keldor, what? Who dares use that name? He-Man dares. Also He-Man. Oh, God, the face of death. I see you drop the pretense of advanced civilization and paints you oily barbarian. I'm in no mood for banter. There's more at stake here than our rivalry. An evil greater than any we've ever seen comes for your universe. We don't have to fight. I'm not your He-Man, Skeletor. You aren't, are you? What? By the sorceress. Yeah. Warning, fuel lines breach, system failure, orbital decay, imminent. Warning, fuel line. Yes, He-Man of another universe. You're right. No need to fight, because a decaying orbit for this starship means it will plummet towards the planet below. But instead of taking its time burning up in the atmosphere, perhaps allowing you the chance to correct it, it will first meet the famous protective shield that covers Primus. A shield, I might add, designed to withstand anything, even several million tons of magical starship. If you stop trying to pummel my head, you might be able to catch the ship before, well, boom. There goes the spirit of Grayskull, hundreds of support staff, and everyone else without a nice teleportation spell to look forward to. Now, I can't say for sure, but I guess a feat this large and heroic might take one, maybe two He-Men. Good thing you packed appropriately. Anyway, think about it, and keep an eye on my lackey, would you? At least until Adams joins space with everyone else's. Follow him. Yes, but yes. And shut up. And hair? You want to stop me, the most powerful man in the multiverse, with hair? Bastard, you'll go no further. Space He-Man, you're ridiculous. Yes, no. The spirit of Grayskull, the power sword. This is exactly what Anti-He-Man wants. Yes, how insightful you are, Prince Keldor. You know? Of course I do. It wasn't so long ago I sported those same pointy ears and that same derisive smirk, but your presence and that of those multiversal rejects changed nothing. Soon He-Man will be dead, and I will take what he stole from me and gave to this goddamn ship. Ah! And Skeletor, take it off. The helmet, please take it off. By the gods. My trip across time and space wasn't as easy as yours. Certain technological malfunctions and modifications were made to my damaged flesh, and there's very little that magic likes less than technology. You did it to yourself? You keep using spells knowing it'll bring you agony. What for what? More power? Why? Because, my boy, power is all that matters! What did you do to me? I borrowed a bit of your life energy to ease my pain, boy. Don't worry, you have done nothing with it but chase frilly black skirts and annoy your brother anyway. I'll use it to beat that negative copy to the punch. They're holding their breath.
Oh my god.
What the hell are they doing? Flip shot? Do you see that? Great Cirrus! And they stopped it!
The hell? Oh my god.
They landed on the force field.
And
stopped it.
No, I'm talking about New Adventure He-Man. He's fucking dead.
Oh, yep. What happened to you? I held aloft the magic sword and said, by the power of Hellskull and the secrets of the universe were revealed to me. The great weeping wounds that bleed darkness, the discarded engine that once maintained the line between what is real and unreal, the incomprehensible beings manipulating the eternal lie. I saw the horror of it all, and I became that horror. Skeletor, I've been expecting you. I have it. The power by Serpos, He-Man. I see the truth. Good. Take it to your grave. And Prince Keldor, how nice to see you again, Uncle. Just before your ashes rain down upon the boring little world below. Now, if you'll excuse me. No, by the power of Grayskull! We failed. I failed. Boy, what you face, the truth. You need control to focus your magic. I have given you years, but you need more. My staff. Take it. Accept it. Accept power. Skeletor. Oh, God, he's dead. This is He-Man's fault. Damn you, He-Man! He's gone, Keldor. Anti-He-Man is gone. We saved the ship, Keldor, but not the power of Grayskull, and not He-Man. I'm sorry for your loss, Captain. More than I can say. Stop. And stop. There's no time for this. The Galactic Guardians and the Piebald Primus will mourn our champion. But you and your compatriots have to go now. Stop this from happening to any other world. Save every Eternia, Prince, like He-Man saved us. The key is attuned to the location of the starship Eternia's energies. So now they're in, I believe it's supposed to be the revive on the 2000s version. No, or maybe not.
Kind of. Wait, change the page then, because it's similar. It's very,
this is the last
similar.
page. This is the last page.
Okay, go to the next issue then.
But what did you think of that issue?
That was really good.
If you could definitely tell, yeah, there's going to be, and no one is guaranteed to survive.
Yeah, pretty much everyone's kind of fucked, even He-Man.
Yep.
Actually, especially He-Man at this point. Let's
Oh,
see.
and
Hold
now,
on.
oh, look at this! They're dealing with a bunch of oh, what's his name?
Zodak.
Zodak. Yeah, look at that, a bunch of Zodaks.
Yeah. Why is there a Zodak that looks like fucking
Jack of
uh
Hearts
Jack of Heart? I guess.
from
Yeah.
DC.
Either that. I was gonna say like Deadpool for a second.
Oh, and look, Hordak, the snake zone. Despite the combined resources of the Horde and the Snakemen, Skeletor has the impenetrable energy of the Dark Shield surrounding and Castle Grayskull. Until we have the Keep Hordak, Eternia belongs to the Lord of Destruction. An interdimensional gate appears. I presume this is your doing, old enemy? No, the time for... One, I'm trying to get the voice in. No, the time for duplicity is long over. It would seem we have a visitor. Not the it seemed. Is that what I think it is, Shadow Weaver? Yes, the darkness tells me so. I care not who he is. None may disrespect King Hiss. Now, is this 2000 Hiss?
Yes.
So this is the 2000s universe.
Yeah, this is 2000s Hiss. I remember this is how he transformed his body into like multiple snakes like that. His upper body, anyways, but his lower body was still two legs.
Human. But Hordak being here.
Kind of cool, actually. That is Hordak's design from the 2000.
That they were planning, but they never fully got to.
Yeah, there was concept art for it that I saw.
And there was a flashback. There was a flashback.
Mm-hmm.
With Hordak. Skeletor rules the light hemisphere of Eternia with the power of Grayskull at his fingertips. You desire access to the castle? My lord, hold your fang, General. Trust me. I have the power of several hundred Grayskulls pulsing through my blade. I am the key. Perhaps unleashing the combined powers of the Havoc Staff and the Boltsville Amulet was a bit overkill. But Grayskull... Oh, so he's a powered-up self.
Yeah.
But
well, he did that a couple
Grayskull,
times in the show.
Right. It's finally mine. None may trespass into the place I have fought so long to obtain. And overkill. It's so much fun. We're from other universes, and we've come to warn you. He's coming. If you control this castle, Skeletor, you're in grave danger. Are you okay, Prince? The part of me that you managed to cover, which aren't that many. I've seen one of these before. Sometimes we find kids in Eterno still clinging to their He-Man dolls, hoping he'll come back someday. Me, I use toys for target practice. Extra points for blowing off the heads. Points. Oh, now you're speaking my language. Again, he has to be from a mobile...
He has to be, from like a gotcha game.
Yeah. Again, I think it's an original version, but it's clearly the joke. He-Man, Evelyn is sent. He's Keldor. Nonsense. Simple sorcery, which even a pathetic novice like this one can employ. Lynn, Red Beast, gods above and below. You may smell like Skeletor. You may sound like him. But in comparison, you move like a little boy. Listen to me, damn it. The stakes are too high for this. Any of this. In my world, you're my best friend, but you're not the same people as the ones I've left behind. I'll destroy you if I have to. Damn it. Like you'll do a poor job of impersonating my malevolent charisma is what you'll do. Curious, our bargain bin He-Man lack the trademark power sword, but they're strong enough that even the Ramstone struggles to contain them. I like to study them and their artifacts further. Besides, one can never imprison too many He-Mans. Not tonight, then. And the pretty guard boy, what would we do with him? Bring him as well. Home the Castle Grayskull. And no, I never get tired of saying that. Captain Tila. Yep, that is definitely 2000s.
Yep, this is the 2000s one.
He-Man, say hello to your new roommates. Is it wise keeping them together and removing their gags? Of course, and works better than torture. If they are what they say they are, they'll talk and Trapjar will listen. In my experience, He-Mans have a soft spot for Tila's. Are you okay? I Yes. You have failed to and both failed to ensure no one came near my dark shield. Report yourself to Spycore for incentivization trading. But Skeletor, or now! The tone manipulator would suggest you traveled here from somewhere else, and this impressive weapon, a Havoc Staff, a weapon that can only be used by me, by us. I don't know why you're here, but I need you to know something, boy. Something I cannot tell these sniveling backstabbers. Something only you might understand. I need you to know know that I finally won, and how I finally defeated them all. It's quite simple, really. I stopped trying to defeat myself. You see, once upon a time, I was constantly in search of new and better ways to gain power, new plans, new magical artifacts. If one didn't work, I started again, spent considerable resources traveling and acquired new lackeys while I was at it. And inevitably, I would still end up with He-Man's fist in my face. So instead, I started collecting and when something didn't work, I fused it to the Havoc Staff. And when I used that to find the next one, until I had an ultimate weapon, one with eyes made of Marzo stone and the diamond ray of disappearance, and so on. With this ultimate weapon, I bested the sorceress. With this, I exiled the masters from this realm. With this, I conquered Eternia and took the orb of power. Unlimited knowledge lay before me. But then, I glimpsed something in the depths of infinity, something horrific, something worse than Hordak or Hiss or even Serpos himself, worse than death, a truth I couldn't let myself see. Oh, okay, I believe you. I mean, Prince Adam was He-Man the whole time and I never suspected it, so I've heard of stranger things. But how are you both still He-Man without your swords? In each world, the rules are a little different. In my world, the power sword made me He-Man. Then the war for Eternia began. There were no more secrets, no more Prince Adam. Okay, that's an interesting explanation! I always wondered how he was never Adam!
Wait, what?
In the movie!
Yeah.
Remember, he was He-Man all the time. This is the explanation. The
So
battle was
it was
so great, he gave up being Adam. On my world, Skeletor's henchmen could grow to massive size, and numbers appeared out of the air with a strike of a sword. I'm beginning to think maybe my world had no rules. But one thing was consistent with most every He-Man I've encountered, besides the big talker here. Continuing the ruse of being a vapid, irresponsible prince was difficult, especially knowing how much we disappointed you, Tila. I only wish I could have told my Tila the truth, showed her who I really was, before Anti-He-Man took her away forever. Aww!
Oh, that's sad.
Skeletor, you couldn't look because part of your fears giving yourself over to ultimate power, you already become this in its purest. Part of you still fears becoming something worse. Part of you is still Keldor, Prince of Eternia, still me. Now I have become all that I desired. I am king. I am what? Damn it! My enemies have breached the Dark Shield. Impressive. You've already proven yourself most valuable. No light or darkness may stand against the anti-power sword. Not joining the fray? No. Go and play your little game. I care only about He-Man and his sword. Everything else is meat. That's him, the He-Man of my world, Anti-Eternia. He's coming for the castle's power. Well then, we'll just have to fill the space between him and the castle with plenty of disposable fodder. Son of a what? I mean, He-Man, I can feel it in the air. We go to war. Attack and defend. And where are you going? He has to be stopped. You should be joining them. Hiss. Hordak and Shadow Weaver have enough magic to resist being disappeared by my diamond. And I don't feel like wasting what power I do have on playing hero. But I happen to know of a man who always does. He-Man, where is he? I banished the other masters to some nameless far-off dimension, but I didn't want He-Man to miss out on my success. So I use one last insidious artifact, the Shroud Stone, which turns a man into an immaterial shadow, forcing He-Man to haunt the castle he once defended, all the while watching his greatest enemy enjoy his ultimate victory. Damn! That is ingenious!
Yeah, the 2000s one was actually smart.
Okay, which one would you say was smarter? The DC version we dealt with or the 2000 version? I'd have to say the 2000, the DC version, given how much closer he got. That he outthought Hordak?
I guess, yeah. I mean, the only problem with the 2000s one is that he basically just didn't have enough time to really flesh out.
True. I imagine it made him quite mad. Now watch, boy. Oh, and there's 2000 He-Man in a different armor.
Oh no, he had that armor at the end of season 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he got upgraded along the way.
Right. But yeah, he then like, where am I? And come on, I've trained thousands in unarmed combat. Let me take you to school. Teela, a strange gift from Skeletor, the captain of the guards. And she's quite angry. Teela! And see, a soft spot. As for you, well, being me, you know far too much, and a man in my position cannot have someone like that around. I do appreciate the pointy ears of Ben, and being king can be so stressful. But let's face it, you were always just a shadow of me anyway. I'm nothing. I'm not you. That's why Keldor needed me. I'm everything you're not. I'm your opposite. Nah! And Teela, I couldn't save them. I'm sorry. And He-Man and Weaver, He-Man comes. Quit screaming. I may think. He-Man, He-Man, hear me. Your friends are gone. Your people are enslaved. You are confused, angry. Let me help you focus your rage on the one who did this to you and to the people you love. Focus your rage on Skeletor, he who deserves to die. Kill Skeletor. Kill him now. No! On Skeletor! And, oh, jeez! Goodbye, He-Man.
There goes the gotcha, He-Man.
Yeah. And now, Skeletor, I'm going to take the power of Grayskull from you. Please wait here so I may kill you afterwards. Again. So on. Before you die, know, Skeletor, that the energies of this Grayskull will finally be used properly. They will help me travel to the Prime Source and spread my perfection to the multiverse. All that exists will be anti and no anti-truth. Hordak, hiss, I'd like to make a deal with you. Oh, and no, what? Go to hell where you belong, so I might trade you in and bring the masters back from exile. Smart!
Damn.
My murderer! Face justice! Your mask making this fun. He-Man, the castle. The sword. He-Man threw it away, not at Skeletor, not on purpose. Teela, is that you? I thought you were. No, I'm alive. You were mistaken. It's me. It's really me. I know now. He-Man, He-Man, I know why Adam was always late. Why he seems so irresponsible. It's because he was you. Because Adam was busy being a hero. Yes. I always wanted to tell you. And I always wanted you to know. I love you. And there, your castle has fallen. Your rule is over. Now do you see? Do you see what your endless pursuit of power led to? You foolish, arrogant boy! It's you who must see! If I hadn't hesitated, if I hadn't been too afraid to accept the eternity of Grayskull's power, I could have stopped all of this with a wave of my hand! And if you're truly my mirror, then your future is clear. You'll do the opposite of what I've done. You will fear accepting power until the very end, and then you will seize it and let yourself be corrupted fully. The end on. The end on. Go, other worlders. Try to save the multiverse, but know this. The ending of this journey has already been decided. Give me the key. So, does He-Man survive?
Cool.
2000 He-Man survived with
yes,
Skeletor.
Chalk one up for the remake.
But they lost the sword and the power of Grayskull.
Hey, he's still alive, and Teela knows that Adam loves her, so that's more than enough.
And Skeletor's still alive, and he got rid of the other bad guys.
Yeah, so now it's just a depowered Skeletor versus a He-Man without a sword. It's on an even playing field again.
Soldiers die. The war can still be won. And what the?
What Hanna-Barbera nightmare did we
Actually,
just
this
walk
is the
into?
Filmation version.
Oh my god.
Unfortunately, this was Dan Fraga's last issue. He didn't stick around to the end, and this is around the time then when he left and joined Comicsgate.
Oh, well, sucks to be him.
Good artwork, but now we got Tom Derenick, who perfectly emulates the Filmation. Remember, Orko, it's not the recognition of the deep, or you know what they call this version? Ever
Yeah.
chipper He-Man.
Well, that makes sense.
It's not the deed that makes a good deed worth doing. It's the good. Well, yeah, so says He-Man, the guy who is his own holiday celebration. Look, all I'm saying, Man at Arm, is that Orko Fest has a nice ring to it. New Orko's Eve, Orko Halloween, Orko Palooza. Oh, Orko, what are you doing here, Keldor? Keldor, another lesson, He-Man. I swear, everyone in this Eternia spends their day teaching each other to do and to be better people. They're so unprepared. They don't know war. They don't know death. He's not wrong.
Yeah.
No, they don't. And now even She-Ra knows war more than Filmation He-Man.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know war like you and I do. And they don't know, and I know death like looking up He-Man, Oh, that looking up. Yes, it was driving me crazy that you both had the same name. He was always looking up at me, so that's what I was going to call him before he died. He apologized to Tila for always being the irresponsible dolt of a prince. I don't think he should have been sorry. When you care, you can be manipulated. You can have things taken away. Isn't it better when no one expects anything of you? More questions? Any questions? You want a lesson from me, Prince? Here's a few. Shoot, shoot. Swing a sword, don't die, and accomplish your damn mission. We were sent by Gwildor to find you. Anti-He-Man's multiversal antithesis. You were supposed to help us stop him from killing He-Man and taking their swords and the power of Castle Grayskull. So far, we failed. Help me save this He-Man at least. Make looking up's death worth something. And that's why you're looking down, He-Man. Everything's all right, He-Man? Yes. Just a call from Castle Grayskull. Orko, I will keep you and your mother and father at bay. Just remember, you're to introduce the circus for the closing day of the He-Man Day festivities as Prince Adam. Yes, and I've already used the royal hangover excuse today. What?
Royal
Hangover?
hangover. What?
He-Man. Oh wow, the circus. That means Crackers, the clown. He's the best. Yes, Orko. He's talking to someone who isn't there. The sorcerer and the sorceress of Castle Grayskull. The two are bound. I hear her too, faintly but clear. I missed her voice. And do you recall the starseed? Recall it. Hard to forget it. It was a globe of the leftover energy that created the universe. An artifact meant to test your will by the cosmic enforcer, which was very nearly stolen by Skeletor. Remember Zodak returned the starseed to the core of Eternia? When I reached out to him, asking for an explanation, my summon went unheard. Well, that's unsettling. Zodak is tasked with observing the universe to maintain the balance of good and evil. He doesn't miss anything. But that is not the most disconcerting part. The starseed is incredibly dangerous, capable of giving its holder the ability to bend reality to their wishes. Why would Zodak allow it here, unmonitored? Another test? Maybe. Or Zodak left it here as a defense, knowing something was coming, something even more dangerous. Prince Adam will make sure and will make another excuse to mince the celebration, and I'll come to the castle as fast as Battlecat's legs will carry me, sorceress. I await your arrival. Never a dull moment. Let the power return. Now to disappoint Tila was my trademark irresponsibility. I can almost hear her sigh now. Crack! Duh! And King Randor, Prince Adam wants to look his best, you see, and his vest isn't back from the dry cleaners yet. Mr. Crackers, hey, it's your old friend Orko, the court magician. I'm so glad you're here. I'm working on this new trick. Oh, it's not playing with the crowd as well as I hope, but I thought maybe a professional with your refined comedic and taste might appreciate it. Yes, I will have it. Oh, you. Oh, oh. It's Anti-He-Man disguise.
Damn.
Murder, murder. Look at that bird. But it turns out he was knocked out. Our previous attempts haven't worked, so we're just adjusting the plan. So shut up. I need to concentrate, find the tune of the center of the planet. And God, you're going to use him as bait so we can get that starseed thing you were mumbling about. You're learning. I'm quite a teacher, aren't I? Who who are you? We found it's best just to pull the bandage off quickly in the situation. Adam, I'm you from another universe. You, like the others, will see it makes more sense than any other option. And that over there, believe it or not, is another version of Skeletor. He is Keldor, and I'm told he may somehow be our universe's last chance. I'm not a Skeletor. May not look like it, but we're saving you and saving you. And it doesn't matter who you are. You don't know what you've done. And where you've taken us. Trust me, you've made the wrong choice. No, Adam, you don't know what we've been through, what we're up against. Trust me, we made the only choice. So you can finally fight when you have to, Uncle. You can cast spells without it making you scream like a newborn. You spent so much time ensuring Red Beast and Lynn taught you nothing, as my kingdom dominated Eternia from Rakash to the three cairns. For what? So you could avoid accidentally making your brother proud of you for once? Maybe if you had fought this hard then, instead of convincing my father to beg for his life, Eternos could have thrived instead of limping along like a beaten dog. But it wasn't the surrender that led me to leave your people alive. It was because I realized that if I introduced everyone to Eternia to anti-truth, and we would have no one left to torment. And where's the fun in that? The seed asked if I could do anything. What would it be? And I said, kill Anti-He-Man with my bare hands. He has the seed. He-Man has unlimited power. Yes, Keldor. And I need to know, this He-Man from another universe, is he like me? Just like me? Well, no. No, he's not. Then we need a backup plan. Do you know how to use this? Like, you killed Gwildor, reduced Castle Grayskull to rubble, murdered the sorceress. You destroyed my world. I don't know if you remember, but your world was pretty well destroyed by the time I got there. Years of war would do that to a place. So it's why you're consumed by loss. It's why you've given up the identity of Prince Adam and the humanity he brought with him. It's why you're broken and angry, full of disgust and hate for Skeletor. It's why you're so well suited to be at my side, He-Man. No, it's why I'm suited to annihilate you from existence. What? The starseed, an orb containing the residual energies that created the universe. In turn, and those same energies created every universe across the multiverse, including mine. As my power grows, my influence over it does. It's why Zodak hid the seed in this light Eternia, with a champion who'd already proven his resistance. Too bad Zodak was dead before he could retrieve it. The starseed contains a dark side, brother. Within it, the corruption and corruption the cosmic forces spoke of. But it's not corruption. It is the only purity that exists in all of space and time. Perfect balance. Within all creation is anti-truth. This gift is what I shared with my closest friends, with Tila, Man-at-Arms, and Battlecat, even Orko. They thank me for opening their eyes. And so will you. Stop fighting so that we might share our victory. No, get out of my head, wonk! The key was created by an inventor named Gwildor. You concentrate on a place while activating it and listen for a tune. Then when you press the red button, it lights up and play that song to open a door to that place. A better name for it would be a portal fiddle. Amazing. Men-at-Arms would love it. Oh, yeah, it's the tune. Dun, dun, dun. That specific tune.
Yeah. He-Man.
Oh, no. But it's that. Well, yeah, anyway.
Okay.
This has to be the work. This has to work, or Auntie's going to turn looking down He-Man to one of his frothing, insane disciple, and looking up He-Man, space mullet He-Man will have died for nothing. We put our heads together and come up with a great plan. It'll work. Have faith, Keldor. Out of curiosity, what do you call me? Annoyingly chipper He-Man, obviously. I'll take it. Now we go to the only person on this Eternia who might be able to save He-Man from the temptation of the Star Seed. Oh, my stomach hurts. There's nothing funnier than the circus when they realize their clown is dead. We're here, Snake Mountain. What? Who dares enter my lair? Prince Adam and the Starseed. It was denied to me once. I will have its power. Give it to me. Leave it be, because it remembers me. I, who promised it absolute domination, we're a perfect match. Yes, give it to me. Give me my power, all-consuming, infinite power. And he's like an addict. You are right about the Starseed. It follows the path of least resistance. Skeletor is an easier get, which buys it a few extra seconds at least. Now let's hope I'm right about Skeletor. Let it go, He-Man. We can stop him without the seed. No, he knows the truth that He-Man have now died in this sad assassination attempt while Prince Keldor lives. Keldor, a version of the man who plunged his world into chaos and death, a creature he hates with every fiber of his being. Get justice, He-Man. Take the Starseed back. Eliminate every Skeletor from the multiverse in the blink of an eye, including this one. Save the multiverse from the real evil and take the glory for yourself. Oh man, look at Skeletor! No, it is not the recognition of the deed that makes a good deed worth doing. It is good, so he's repeating what annoyingly chipper He-Man said. Oh, you muscle monkeys are the same, and now the seed is mine. No, it isn't. Not mine alone. I must share it. I am to be a blind apostle to power, which would make me a slave of He-Man. No, Skeletor, never. I am Skeletor. I will never serve this muscled boob. I serve no one. No one. It's just as well. In my hand, the seed reaches infinite. When I arrive at the source, I'll expose this planet. And I'll let everyone in this cheery, bright-eyed fools experience anti-truth. Adam, do it now by the power of Grayskull. Damn!
Boom!
And Adam, Prince, Anti-He-Man, I'm okay, but Keldor, he's hurt. And Anti-He-Man's escaped. The Starseed is gone, but I have it. The sword. Uh-oh, he has the other He-Man sword. I have the power to take the first Eternia. This is the mini-comics world!
Oh, from the original Packin' comics from the toys.
Yes, the very first. And Keldor, we did it. We saved this He-Man's life. No, we lost the sword. We have to follow Anti-He-Man now. He's gone through the interrealms. The key has a lock on the vibration of his next target. Keldor, I came on this mission with you, not because Keldor said I could save the multiverse. I came seeking an answer, He-Man. But with each Eternia we visit, each struggle for power we join, I have more questions, and none are so burning as this one. If even a He-Man can be corrupted by power, what hope does a Skeletor have? Dang!
Oh, he's Two-Face.
That blast hurt him and made him have Skeletor.
Yep.
We're nearly done. We got 2 more to go. Seriously, how has this been for you?
We've been through better He-Man comics, but this is fine. This is good, actually.
It is. Probably okay, let me put it this way. Probably the weakest by comparison to what we've done, but it's still intriguing and very good.
Yeah, it's conceptually, it's pretty cool.
And I do like the different art styles.
Yeah,
like, look at this. They perfectly captured the old, the old comic. And they explain about the 2 blades.
Mm-hmm.
And there are 2 blades. The black one you kept at your back, and this one, which was lodged in your gut. Oh boy. So yeah, thank you for mending my wounds. Oh, in saving me, you have ensured the slow deaths of your world, but quick deaths for yourselves. Oh, look at that! Old Battlecat, it appears Strato's grim observations were right. My people are no more, and the hidden half of the power sword is gone from its sacred tomb. There is only one being on Eternia who could be responsible for such carnage. I will find the demon mage, no matter where he may look. I will have my revenge upon Skeletor. I will give Seeley this. He is good at capturing the different He-Men.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this He-Man, I mean, he's
Well,
good,
this
but
one was a barbarian. This one was a barbarian.
yeah, he's not above like stuff like revenge and shit.
And Skeletor isn't the one you seek for this atrocity. You wear the face of death? Are you a faithful acolyte of the Lord of Destruction, or one of his demon kin? He's neither, and he's Prince Keldor, and I'm you, He-Man, sort of. This war this war tiger has detected imposters and fakers before was ease. He is loyal only to me, yet he licks your hand like a tame kitten. Elders speak of such things. You are from a reflecting pool, Eternia. Close enough. We've heard legends that there are two halves of the power sword in this world, and that they are hidden to keep them from the hands of enemies who might try to use their. Basically, yeah, summarizing the comic, the original comic.
Mm.
Clearly, one half was stashed here. Tell us where the other half is so we may protect it. Because notice he's using an axe instead of the sword.
Yeah.
I will call the council the master of the universe from across Eternia, divine sorceress, cunning man-at-arms, and wise Stratos, just Zodak and just Zodak and serene Tila. If it is determined you speak truth, I may lead you to the sword. Brother Shaman, I'm sorry I brought you into this. He-Man, you're making a mistake. Please, no more pleading. I don't have any more patience for all this noble He-Man crap. And we face an enemy who won't stop for anything until he has what he wants. And what he wants rests in the heart of your castle, Grayskull. Tell us now how to guard the blade, or you'll find yourself bringing the master of the universe against an unstoppable adversary. And added to the top, your funeral pile will be the guardians of your castle, the warrior goddess Tila. We will go. All right. I will summon my battle ram. The battle ram! And the demon child will ride with me on Battle Cat, so that I may keep an eye on him. No, this is a bad idea. Cats never seem to like me, and my magic is scarcely keeping the pain of my wound at bay. I'm liable to... Enough. We need his guidance to find the sword. I suspect he's too superstitious for the cosmic key. You're a prince. Find middle ground and is your duty. Prince Keldor, should you try to stab me in the back, know that my force harness protects me with an energy shield. But I will still be annoyed enough to throw you in front of Battle Cat's jaws.
Mm-hmm.
Come, vengeance awaits. The vengeance of Skeletor. Look, I'm sorry we got off on the wrong foot. In truth, you and I have more in common than it seems. Sadly, one of those commonalities appears to be the devastation of war. Do you not know of the Great Wars? I believe you will find this world's history very interesting, young prince. Legend tells us that basically this is Tim Seeley taking advantage to showcase what's something that people have not paid attention to in a long time. The old comics.
Mm-hmm.
So he summarized everything about it with the dark gods and everything.
Yeah.
And I think they're trying to imply that the dark gods are responsible for the Anti-Eternia. They're the ones responsible for Anti-He-Man.
Oh.
Yeah. Finally, the force of Eternia drove the remaining gods into the bleak underworld from which they came. With this victory, Eternia became the center of all that is. But the damage had been done. Eternia was decimated. Wounds in the world seeped with black magic and accursed artifacts. The walls between realms weakened, and alien creatures breached them with ease. The evil creatures such as Skeletor, who hope to bring his blasphemous brethren from their inferno. So this is going for the first couple issues of the mini comics before the Keldor retcon of Skeletor in that version.
Okay.
Which makes sense. Because I've heard people say, oh, the Keldor scene was brought up before in the last issue. So yeah, after so many attempted thefts, I can think of only two places to hide the power sword. Within the firm earth of my ancestral home, surrounded by the hardiest people of Eternia, and deep inside the bleeding scar, a result of the great wars. Uh-oh! He got both of them!
Dun, dun, dun.
Yep, by the power of Hellskull, I have the power! How often I've held the hilts of the power sword, only to have them slip from my hand. No more. The magical force and ancient fires of ancient science and sorcerers will blaze again in service to me. Merman, Beastman, eviscerate the invader. Skeletor, Your arrival is almost a cause for celebration. You see, with the retrieval of the final blade, our multiversal dance is over. You ape, rise for your master, Beastman, and no more Skeletors will ever raise their fleshless and heads. You speak in nonsense, imposter, but you'll bleed in a language I understand. Ah! There's no Prince Adam, no witty one-liners, no wise lesson, but the style is the same. Punch first, ask questions later. See to Skeletor and his henchmen if they still live. I'll retrieve the power source. Ah! You can't swing a dead cat in here without hitting a He-Man. You murdered my people, broke my loyal steed. You are not worthy to wear the force harness of the sorceress. You are not worthy to bear my name. And you may not have my face. You may not have my face. Look at you, truly an iconic archetype. What raving insanity do you speak? I preach your glory, brother. It is my greatest honor to carry on as your avatar, and to leave you fossilized in stone where you belong. Stop, damn you! Yeah! I'm stunned that you haven't given up yet. But it's too late. I have the last blade and the power of Hellskull. I have the power! He cut a gate in space with that cursed black blade. We have to go after him. The Grayskull now. Find the stupid gravitational tune of the key. During the battle, Keldor, the cosmic key is no more. We're trapped here. This world is lost. No. When I first fell upon this dimension, I knew it was... Oh, so he got away!
Oh, damn.
I knew it was important. And it is primal, pure, unfiltered. And that which occurs here rippled across the reflecting pools of the universe. If Eternia falls to that creature of null, so too will all other dimensions, including my home realm. So too will my people. My magic is far greater than its adepts. I will take us all to Grayskull. We will fight for the same goal. Prince, you said yourself, no Skeletor can be trusted around that much power. We can't let him near the castle and the Prime Source, not for any reason. Then Keldor was wrong. I can't break the cycle. The script won't be flipped. He-Man wins and beats Skeletor like a drum. And I can't stop something, and I can't become something better. Oh gee. So no, he got away. So He-Man got away. Anti-He-Man got away to Castle Grayskull, and there's Teela.
Oh,
He-Man,
shit.
you've accepted that you were always meant to be the true king of Grayskull. Seated at my side. It sounds nice, Teela and Teela, but I share myself with only anti-truths. By the gods! And Teela, you aren't the He-Man I know, but the castle greets you as its own. And we need to get to the heart of this and keep before the imposter can steal Grayskull's power. You'll need me to guide you. There are loathsome ancient things in prison here. They obey their new king. Oh, so he's made it to the core of Grayskull. It was inevitable, I suppose. The dark gods would be unhappy, contained at the bottom of the microcosm. That they, unable to create, could only copy, pervert, and corrupt. That the most powerful man in their universe should seek to spread his poison, like an infection that travels through the veins to the heart. Oh, I see it is where it's confirmed about the dark gods created him.
Okay.
He has so many power sources. They give him the vessels to take it. The prime source. And the prime source. This is it here. And Skeletor will go no further. Wrong, He-Man! I will go further. I will go to the world of my inception with the power of Grayskull, and I will return with an army. Damn you. We needed each other. You sought some humanity in me, Prince, some connection that we might share, a reason to trust me. Foolish child, you are a fledgling magician, afraid of what he is. I bring terror wherever my shadow falls. I'll bend or break before my might. I am the scream in the abyss, while you are a faint ink echo. Oh, Kachoom! No! He-Man! His injuries is severe and infected with dark magic. And we lose this He-Man.
But he's dead?
He's dying.
Oh, shit. So now it's just Keldor now.
Yep. He is beyond even my healing abilities. Prince, what? Anti has the swords, He-Man. The castle falls around us. Now would be a great time for one of your inspirational lessons. Please. Keldor, I always knew Keldor was wrong. A Skeletor can never stop Anti. You need a He-Man. He-Man, 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 He-Man. It always comes down to He-Man. On one He-Man dragged me across the multiverse and left me alone in a crumbling castle with no hope and no plan. Another destroyed my world. He killed my brother's wife, left my kingdom and its people free, only to torment us and set Randor and me at odds over what to do about it. Do you know what, nephew? I'm sick I'm sick and God's damn tired of He-Mans. No, Prince, he's gone. They're both gone. So he took back the other sword. Back in Anti-Eternia, Prince Keldor is gone. I am led to believe my brother may have been abducted by the forces of He-Man. Too long have we sat idly by while the armies of Hellskull turned our planet into the arbiter, while good people become twisted He-Mans. We have not heard from He-Man in weeks. Now is the time to strike. Today we take back Eternia or die trying. Don't look now, King Randor. But the lights just went on. Someone's home. Where? What? This? God above and below, I have half a power sword. What are you doing in the throne room of Hellskull, little boy? And where's He-Man? Doesn't he know we have universes to enslave? Dang!
Damn.
And now the last issue. Will Keldor be able to stop him?
Unlikely.
Actually, you'll see. Anti-Eternia, the heart of Castle Hellskull, the nexus of all realities. Here, each door linked to another world in the multiverse, viewed through the orb of horrors. To control these doors is to control all that is. It is the feat no man can accomplish. But I haven't come here for my sojourn alone. Let the power return! Ah! You are the sum total of knowledge and wisdom in your universes. For eons, your kind have defended this multiverse core from anti-truth. Today, spirits of Grayskull, you will prove yourself to be its great converts. So he's corrupted the different Grayskulls.
Oh, shit.
Every Keldor in the multiverse wanted more than anything to get into this damn castle. And here I am looking for a way out. The prince invades Hellskull. Lord Stratos, Duncan, come on now. It's not all bad. Don't be so negative. All of these castles and the other Eternias, they had a sorceress, a guardian type. You know, a magical person to decide who gets the spell that opens the door to this fabled keep of mystery. We had a sorceress, but she denied anti-truth. So we waited until she turned into a bird, and then we cooked her on a spite. You've been across the multiverse, Keldor. You were tempted, you were twisted, and you were burned. Are you ready to accept your place as the ultimate evil, O Lord of Destruction? Yes, I've seen true darkness, Tila, and I know what it needs. Just a little bit of color! Funny little boy. Anything else to say before we skin you alive? Yes, just one more thing. Hail, hail King Randork! For justice, for revenge! And Keldor, where have you been? Where's He-Man? This may just be the opportunity we need to end this evil forever. Randor, I don't know, brother, but I do know I'm no damn warrior. I'm no use to you here. Yes, hide, Keldor. Hide in your cloak until the danger is past. Panthor, my brother is powerless. Go, do your duty as his bodyguard. Ensure he doesn't trip and fall down. Oh, Keldor is just putting on an act.
Wait, what?
He's putting on the act.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, Randor. It's only half a power sword, but it's enough to show me where Anti-He-Man is. But you've lost your wife, your daughter, and son, your kingdom. I won't let you lose your life. You contain great wisdom and knowledge, spirits, but you've always been much more than that. Your fate mirrored the fate of a universe. You molded into your skeletal hands. Now, with the prime source and each of its iterations under my control, there will be only one universe. A broken mirror where all existence reflects anti-truth. You know, nephew. Keep this up and you're definitely not getting any gift from me next He-Man Day. Again? Don't sound so innocent. This is your fault, Adam. Because of you, I've been dragged across the multiverse, meeting Skeletor after Skeletor, receiving dusty little bits of them along the way. You turned me into this! This. What exactly is this, Uncle? A half-finished thing? A proto-Skeletor? Or a cheap costume? Perhaps if you had fully committed, you would have had a chance. But you were afraid, as you always are, afraid to admit the truth. You didn't run across the multiverse because of me. You did it so you do everything, Uncle, arrogantly, selfishly, with disregard for all others. You did it because you feared what you really are. You're the villain of your story, and like the villain, you've lost. See how the spirits, their gate-gathering duties done combine to form one perfect anti-spirit that will plunge itself through the mirror into the depths of the many cosms. And now watch, Uncle Keldor. Look into the orb of horror. See the future, just moments away from fruition. See worlds upon worlds poured into the orbit of the new multiversal center. Watch as the dark gods of destruction take their former place and regain their devout worshippers. See the combined forces of subsumed Eternia destroying all resistance under the command of an all-powerful prophet. See the true face of death, and that's movie Skeletor's helmet.
Yep.
And there will be an infinite number of souls to suffer. So sadly, the need for you, my father, in the kingdom of Eternals has come to an end. Goodbye, Uncle. Dun, 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 dun. What? It's the DC He-Man!
Oh, shit.
We've arrived now, as I taught you. He-Soul, Zach, Valiant, Tina, Hyra, and Platino, and He-Woo. Engage the spirits. Yes, your majesty. I'll be right behind you. Meow. Pantsar. Quite a cat you've got there, Prince. Adam. How? I told you, Man-at-Arms, and told Man-at-Arms about your portal fiddle. Gravitonic tone manipulator. He whipped up one in no time. Of course he did!
Yeah, he does.
And I helped. And then I found him, a He-Man who anti-He-Man couldn't, because he spread the power of Grayskull amongst many. He shared it. So that's why he couldn't find him. Tim Seeley was playing off of the end shot where he gave the power to someone else.
Cool.
My staff, he destroyed it. My magic is weak again. It's okay, Keldor. I've got it. By the power of Grayskull, I have the power. There now, as King Adam and I plan. Your charges swords are partially charged receptacles. There's room to draw the spirits into them. Yes, annoyingly chipper He-Man. Looking down, He-Man was right. All of that work for nothing. It isn't a Skeletor who will save the multiverse at all. Wait, you're a Skeletor? That doesn't seem right to me, and I'm an expert. If you were a Skeletor, you'd be looking for ways to turn this to your advantage and get more power. And then we'd be fighting even more bad guys. Right, Man-at-Arms? That's right, Orko. That's why those who don't seek power are usually the best ones to have it. Wait, what did you say? Hey, look, Man-at-Arms. No, by the gods above. Anti-He-Man isn't as down for the count as we thought. Little seeds, you want power? Perhaps you will have to overcome the spirit and there's now. But I have enough anti-truths in me for all to share. No, my He-Force. And no, King, my He-Force. And my whole life, I've been afraid to care about anything about bettering myself in any way. I pushed away friends, refused to commit to Lynn, denied any responsibility to my brother or my kingdom. God, I made sure even my cat was disappointed in me because I am the Keldor of Anti-Eternia, a negative mirror. I believe that expectations would lead to a desire for power. I believe that power corrupts, that it should never be sought in any circumstances. This journey showed me that power doesn't corrupt. It just shows you who you really are. And I wasn't becoming Skeletor. I was becoming He-Man. By the power of Grayskulls, by the goddess, I can have the power!
What the fuck?
He's a He-Man!
He-Man.
Nope, the spirits are gone, but the dark gods aren't. Incoming! I know what it was like, Anti-He-Man. 1,000 spirits flow through my body, and soon they'll flow out of it, along with your blood. Die upon my blade, and look, Battle Panzer! Thanks for doing your part, Battle Panzer. Now I'll do mine. Whoa! What did you do? I held aloft the magic sword. I said the magic words, and the secrets of the universe were revealed to me. The great weeping wounds that bled darkness. Wait! The discarded engines that once maintained the line between what is real and unreal. The incomprehensible beings manipulating this eternal lie. I saw the horror of it all, and I sent the horror back to hell. My king, I'm sorry. Gods, I am sorry. The power, the chance to be something more than a bumbling, philanthropic prince, to be more than a disappointment. I couldn't resist, Uncle. I know, Adam. I know. But the dark gods just used me. I neglected Adam to become a champion for their revenge. They made me do terrible things. Anti-truth. It was just a lie. Several days later, and what happened then? Well, then King Adam and the He-Force, come on, that's what he called them. Now, are you going to let me talk or not? Anyway, look, we got Happy Oracle Halloween. The king gave a knowingly chipper He-Man back his sword, and he returned home with his friend, so they can continue teaching each other lessons all day, every day. Then he gathered up the rest of the power swords and began assigning them to his personal chosen disciples to replace the ones he had forged. Those champions were sent to the world ravaged by the Anti-He-Man to help rebuild their castle Grayskull. Each new hero was ready to defend these keeps against threats, both old and new, as well as ensuring the legend of He-Man lives on. So they got replacement He-Man.
Okay.
Or its heroes. Some of that ancient power moved on to previously undiscovered Eternia, creating divergent paths, and some emerged in newly born Eternia, where the legend of He-Man might begin anew. Interesting. And you, Keldor? Well, with the palace guards now begrudgingly with members from all of Anti-He-Man's freed former agents, I can return to being a bumbling philanthropic prince who constantly disappoints his big brother, the king. Philanthroping, huh? Well, if I'm honest, I'm a bit too busy studying magic to philander more than one woman at a time. It's screeching, and the king warns us of trouble. Well, it is a world devastated by a years-long war. Sometimes even the palace guard isn't quite enough. In fact, sometimes even Anti-Eternia needs a He-Man. We could all have the power. And that's it.
Cool.
How was that? How was that for the grand finale for the DC stuff, and how was that the story on its own?
On its own, it's the weakest.
But still fun.
But still a lot of fun, yeah. And I'm happy that Keldor was able to have some kind of a happy ending, even though he's still like half a face is gone.
True. But at least when he's He-Man, though.
Yeah, I know. It's still kind of bullshit that the sword doesn't just straight heal his face.
True. But it helps him keep a disguise going.
I guess.
You know, if he puts on an act with his brother, because they seem to imply that that's what they're doing. But what did you think about the different He-Men?
It was amusing. It's conceptually amusing.
What did you think about Anti-He-Man?
Also conceptually amusing. I wouldn't say it's like anything to write home about. It was fine for what it is.
Mm-hmm. And the artwork, which did you prefer, Frege or the later artist?
The later artist.
Really?
Yeah.
Except for that Evil Lyn image, right?
Yeah, except for the Evil Lyn image. The Evil Lyn thing, that was that's aces right there.
What do you think about the, like, annoyingly chipper He-Man? I'm sorry, that's still hilarious.
Spot on.
Yep. And again, the fact that he actually tied this into the old comics with the Dark Gods.
That was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, so, and what did you think about King He-Man showing up?
Fitting.
Yep, and it does make a lot of sense that's why Anti-He-Man couldn't find him.
Yeah, it was very fitting.
So, and so overall, all the DC stuff, everything we've gone over, the main DC stuff, the Thundercats and Injustice, and now this. What have you thought about all of these He-Mans?
They're very, very good.
You can see why I say Rob David knows perfectly well how to handle a He-Man.
Yeah, yeah. It was all much better than I thought it would ever be.
Yep. I mean,
It blew my
even this one, well, not the best, it's the weakest one. It's still a fun romp.
Yeah. I mean, it blew all of my expectations out of the water.
Exactly. And okay, actually, want to say, with Keldor's arc, what did you think about Keldor's arc from the beginning to the end?
What the which artist?
No, Keldor.
Oh, Keldor.
His arc
Huh?
in this story.
Oh, his arc. Oh, I thought you meant his art. I'm like, his art.
No,
What's his art?
arc. His character arc.
His character art. It
Yeah,
was it was good. I assumed it was gonna end a lot darker than it actually did, and not that he didn't leave the story without any scars, but
well, yeah, but the fact is, it actually did do a twist on the whole. You know, add what we found out in the DC stuff. He-Man's always defeating Skeletor.
yeah.
I just wish though that movie He-Man didn't die on such a bittersweet note.
But he had to die.
No, he had to die. But the fact that his last words were that damning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, at least looking up He-Man at a better final words.
And him, I'm not even sure was even a canonical He-Man.
I don't think it was. But let me do a quick look to see if it is based off of anything. Looking up He-Man. Oh, he actually talks about it
Oh
in
wow.
an interview.
And
Oh,
my heater's going nuts.
but I know. Well, we just talked about the other one. But what do you think of this idea of the He Force? I'm sorry, that name He Force.
That was lame.
But that's fair. That's something.
It's fitting for He-Man, but it's just lame. I mean, it's just ugh.
But that is so a He-Man's name, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it's very He-Man-ish, but it's still lame.
Are you really surprised they killed off the New Adventures He-Man?
No. Did
Yeah,
anyone ever care about the New Adventures He-Man?
exactly. And to be fair, did anyone truly care about movie He-Man aside on its own?
Probably not. I think everyone still has bad memories of that fucking movie.
The only thing I ever cared about for was Skeletor.
Which we didn't even get to see that Skeletor.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, did you hear that? Unfortunately, the CGI He-Man was canceled.
Was it the one from?
So we never got to see much of Kevin Conroy as Hordak before he died.
That's lame.
Yeah, they were setting him up. Why is it whenever they seem to always, you know what I mean, set it up?
Yeah.
Shit
happens, man.
Yep. Well, anyway. So yeah, we're all done with He-Man. I mean, unless we do the Revelations prequel, which do you really want to do, or do you want to move on to something else? Your call.
Oh, we can do the Revelations. I never actually finished the Revelations story arc.
You mean the prequels?
Yeah, the Revelations story before the Revelations.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm talking about this 4-issue prequel comic.
Yeah, I only read like the first 2 issues.
All right, then yeah, we'll do that next time, whenever that will be. But yep, that's all we've got in this one, guys. We'll see you all on the next one.
Au
Take care.
revoir.